Hello everyone and welcome back to our JB Media videography class, where now we are still looking at our gimbal. And remember, the last video it was all about we looking at the bit where you are done with your pan axis, your roll axis and your tilt axis balancing. Now you want to go ahead into turning on your gimbal and your camera, so that now you're able to do what we call using your gimbal to control your camera. So just before you do anything, even before doing all this balancing, you got to ensure that your gimbal is well charged, fully charged. And what happens is that anytime you're acquiring, anytime you're buying it, you're usually presented with you a charging cable right here. So anytime you're buying, you're going to have this cable that is a type C, and you're just going to use, there's here a port, it's usually a type C, and there's an indication you can notice from here whereby it's showing you that there's a charging port that is usually indicated at the bottom here. So you just plug it in here and then have these placed on your header or on your charging header. Once your charging is done, there's usually what we call a screen here that will indicate to you if it's full. Then once you're done with that, you're also presented with you when you're buying these some cables here. Quite a number. For me, I have 7 of them. They have different purposes. I won't talk about them right now. Let me just look through for me to find a cable that is able to do the communication between my camera and the gimbal. So you'll notice there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're having 6, then 7. Yeah, so this one is what is going to match here. So it's a type C side here where I'm going to plug it in here on this other side. So you're going to have it placed right here. Then there's also a bit on your gimbal here indicated to you where you're going to have it plugged. So you're going to have it in this section here. So that is done. Once you're clear with that, you're going to do what we call unlocking your axis, and you're going to unlock these motor locks. You start with that. You're going to have these unlocked. You got to be a bit careful so that you're not damaging your camera. And then you also unlock this, so your camera is in this free state. Once you're done with that, there is a button that you're going to use to turn on your gimbal. So what you're going to do is you are going to long press it. Let your hand avoid, you can have your hand here, or you're just going to have it at the bottom here, and then long press it. Give it time. It is going to give you a certain sound of turning on. Yeah, so when taking photos, you are definitely going to turn your now gimbal is on. Turn on your camera. You get, then there is a screen here that you can use, you'll be using, but now there is a button indicated right here on your screen. That is what you use. So what you do is usually long press this a bit. You just long press, you hear the sound, it's now taking the photos. Again, you long press. So that is on the bit of taking shoots using your gimbal. And then there's that bit where now you can still use your gimbal to take what we call the videos, but we shall be speaking about that later on. So in the meantime, that is it for the bit of just turning on your gimbal and also the controls that you can use through the issues of taking photos. So that is it for now. I shall be now working on the video for us to see the bit of taking the video.